det både mer nærvær.
Og så lurer jeg på, Eirik, er det mulig å gjøre dine tremoli når du får, for eksempel 28 år, litt tettere? Ja, så de blir sintere for at du har tettere. For det høres nesten litt kultivert ut. Ja, ikke sant? Supert. Kult, altså.
Of course, there is a little bit of inspiration. Something has to trigger the ideas, but often the ideas comes without me really. I don't really know what they are. So the main thing with a compositional process is to find out what this idea is, to get to know it, and then to explore it, and hopefully to shape it into a musical composition. And the process varies from piece to piece. Some pieces are very easily formed, and many are not. And it varies from all of my pieces have very different kind of processes, except for me having to do the work to get to know the idea, and also to find out what kind of potential the idea has. But it also is a process about you get a commission, or you get some musician comes to me and says, I really would like you to write something for this ensemble. And then the actual ensemble, the combination of instrument, could be the inspiration for the piece. Because the instruments give so much of information. And then I have to explore that kind of instruments, that kind of combinations, and also the actual musicians. You can write many pieces for flute, but the most interesting thing is to write a piece for that specific musician and work with the musician almost like a director works as an actor. You have to shape a character. But of course, every artistic process is a bit vague because for me as a composer, I don't have a specific musical language. So I have to find out what kind of language to use to express that specific idea the best way. So many of my pieces don't really sound like they're in the same family of music. They can really be different. Of course, if you look at, say, 10 to 20 of my works, then you maybe can find something, okay, this is the same composer. Because I'm the same person, even if I'm 20 years younger or older. There's you can find something there. But of course, me as a 20-year-old is not the same composer as I am now, and I'm not the same person. But it was a person I knew that I don't know anymore that good. Composers are just as different persons as anyone else. So some composers are very happy with being provoked by the musicians, and sound engineers and music, stage productionists, directors, everything. And some composers don't like it. They have said what they wanted to say by notating the music, and that should be it. For me, I love to be challenged. And the musicians I have continued to work with over many years, they know that. So they know now, they can come and say to me, this here, are you sure you really mean this? Because I can also play it like this, and then it's something else. And that's what's interesting. But I think composers are very different. And some composers go to the extreme to not write for musicians at all. just working with computers and electroacoustic music. And one of the reasons for them is that then they can control everything. When they make the piece like this, it stays like this and never change. But for me, one of the main, what always will fascinate me is to communicate and to discuss with whoever has something to say that's useful. I know I can always make mistakes, and I know I don't always make the right choice. And if I have someone who has been reflecting on something I do, I really value the feedback. Then I have something to work with. And good musicians, good engineers, they can always give me something I haven't been thinking of myself. And then it's like a conversation on how to make this the best way possible. But it could always change to be done another way. And that's what's interesting with music. There's no answer. There's no one right answer. There's many right answers, depending on whoever takes the effort to do something about it, to make him a personal input in the work. It's always exciting.